Now, a question like this requires a different approach. It's very easy to use index laws when we're multiplying things and dividing things, but we don't have index laws that work with plus and minus. So what we need to recognize here is that 9 is 3 squared. Let's just write our equation down. 9 to the x plus 2 times 3 to the x, take away 15 is 0. Now 9 is 3 squared. So we have 3 squared to the x plus 2 times 3 to the x, take away 15 is equal to 0. And of course, using an index law, we can write this one as 3 to the 2x. And then we've got 2 times 3 to the x, take away 15 equals 0. And then because we know that 2 times x is the same as x times 2, I can write this one as 3 to the x squared plus 2 times 3 to the x, take 15 is equal to 0. Now let y be equal to 3 to the x. This becomes y squared plus 2y minus 15 equals 0, and we have a quadratic equation. So, we can factorize this one, y and y. And if we have a plus 5 and a minus 3, we have y is negative 5 or y equals 3. Now remember that y was 3 to the x, so we have 3 to the x equals negative 5 or 3 to the x equals 3. This one here is not possible. There's no power of x that can make 3 negative. Just think about the graph of 3 to the x. It has an asymptote down here, and it goes like this. 3 to the x is always above the x-axis, so it's always positive. So this isn't possible, but here we get x equals 1, and that would be our only solution. So, in part B, we have 3 to the 2x plus 1, add 9, is equal to 3 to the x plus 2, plus 3 to the x plus 1. Now, we have an index law that says a to the m times a to the n is a to the m plus n. If we apply it in this direction, on this term, and this term, this one becomes 3 times 3 to the 2x, then we've got the plus 9. This one will become 3 squared times 3 to the x, and this one 3 times 3 to the x. So we have 3 times 3 to the 2x, add 9, is going to be 9 lots of 3 to the x, add 3 lots of 3 to the x, so that's 12 lots of 3 to the x altogether. So this is 3 lots of 3 to the x squared, take away 12 lots of 3 to the x, add 9, is equal to 0. And then let y be equal to 3 to the x, and that gives us 3y squared minus 12y, add 9 equals 0. We can divide right through by 3, y squared minus 4y, add 3 is equal to 0. And we can factorize that. So y and y, 3 and 1, make both of them negative. So y is equal to 3, or y equals 1. And that's 3 to the x equals 3, or 3 to the x equals 1. In this case, both of those are okay. And we get x equals 1 from this one, and 3 to the 0 is 1, so x equals 0 from that one.